Hey, what's up guys? So today I'm going to be sharing some LEGO Ninjago Season 8 information that we have. Now I see so many people making predictions, sharing informations, all sorts of things. So let's start with the first one. Number one, we have Zane. They will explain more about Zane's past and how did he get his ice powers. My theory, prediction time, my theory is that back in the Wooded, we saw Zane opening his heart. And when they divided his heart and gave half of his power source to Pixel, he needed Pixel to do Spinjitzu. And also, when Pixel was repairing Zane, she said your power source is one extraordinary technology piece. So that could be the reason. So that's my theory out there, but it could be other reasons. Now, elemental powers were passed through generations and skipping generations in LEGO Ninjago. Now, we did see an elemental master of ice due to the events of Season 7 Hands of Time. We saw him in episode 74, also using his power against the Iron Doom, the first elemental master of ice. Now, also, about this, Dr. Julian's next thing now. Either it could be like the first elemental master of ice gave his powers to Dr. Julian and Dr. Julian gave it to Zane. It could be like that, or it could be the first elemental master skipped Dr. Julian and just gave it to Zane. Because as if Nia did say in season 5 that like elemental powers can skip a generation. It is kind of true. So next we're gonna move on to another one of the things. Wu. About Wu, LEGO Ninjago Season 8 will explain more about Wu and Garmadon's powers. Now, we do know that Wu is the master of creation and Garmadon is the master of destruction. Now, one thing is that due to the events of Season 5, we do know that Wu does possess some elemental, and there is way when he uses his Spinjitzu, which that doesn't really count, but Elemental Dragon, when he summons his Elemental Dragon, that does count. That means he possesses an element. Now, we did see Garmadon do Spinjitzu, but we never saw Garmadon summon his Elemental Dragon. Now, as Wu said, a sensei never tells. Next. Also about Wu, due to the events of Season 7, at the finale of Season 7, we saw Wu disappear into the time vortex. And he could be lost in time along with the time twins. Now he might reappear in a different time period where there are ninjas, like maybe very far into the future or very far back in the past, or some place where there are ninja or some place where they aren't. We don't know, but by far now he is gone, and we don't know if he's gone for good. That if he makes a return ever in the future, we don't know too much. Next, because now Lloyd is the master, the real master, the official master of the team. Now, as if I did make a prediction on this, that could Lloyd take over as a sensei in Season 7 Hands of Time, because Wu could pass away because he was rapidly aging. Now, he was cured of the time punch, but he's just lost in time. So Lloyd is the official leader of the team. Now, one thing is that I think the Season 8 might be either based off of Lloyd or Cole. Now, Cole did have a season, which was Day of the Departed, which was just a special, but it didn't focus on Cole's past. It mostly focused on Yang's past. So Day of the Departed should have been based off of Yang. And mostly Yang was the main character of Day of the Departed. Now, in LEGO Ninjago, Lloyd got so many seasons. Season 1, 2, and also Season 5. Lloyd got these seasons. So Lloyd got plenty of seasons. Now the only one that didn't get a season is Cole, except Day of the Departed, which is a special. It wasn't a really season. So Cole is the only one that didn't get a season, which he should get a season. Next, about Lloyd, there is something new. Season 8 could be based off of him. It will focus on Lloyd's past, more about his power. Now we do know that he is the master of energy. He has all 4 of the ninja's powers: fire, ice, earth, and lightning, along with his energy power and the creation power. Now, I asked Tommy and Grayson, is Lloyd's power energy? He said no. We will explain. My guess is that he's the Master of Power, because back in Tournament of Elements, Master Chan said that Lloyd, Master of Power, versus Camille, Master of Form. Next, there also is another thing. Season 8 will explain about Cole's mother. What happened to Cole's mother and how did Cole get his powers, his earth powers. Now, yet, like, there is another thing about season 8. Someone will get a romantic scene, like fall in love in season 8. And my guess is that it's Cole. Probably Cole. It could be either Cole or Lloyd. We don't know. That will tell in season 8. Next, there is another thing that we need. That is a prediction out there about season 8. Now, before I get on to the Time Twin story, there is a prediction about who is the Samurai X. Samurai X, now we saw Pixel disappear and all the evidence proves that it's Pixel, the new Samurai X. But it doesn't have to be, because in Season 8, there will be a new character introduced, so it could be that new character. But we will find out due to the events of Season 8. We will find that out in Season 8. Next, the Time Twins. Now, in LEGO Ninjago Hands of Time, the Time Twins didn't really die. They followed Wu and the Time Twins are now lost in time, so they could return in Season 8. You never know. So that's all it for my predictions on Season 8. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
It's on, you know. And we wanna see you whip and shout it. We rock, you roll.